Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Norn9 Var Commons. And we are on Koharu and Senri's routes. We finished with the dream sequence, and things are just awkward. So we'll just dive right back into things. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Nothing. I'm sorry. That was just a dream. Mr. Masamune isn't really like that. It's rude for me to act afraid of him. Besides, I already owe him an apology for oversleeping this morning.
Senri, what's wrong?
Let's.
Whoa, what? Masamune's got a skeevy side? What? I do not. Oh, really? Polite, upstanding Masa is a dirty pervert on the inside. I see. I am not. Why are you all believing him?
Let's go, Koharu. Why won't you say anything? I'm sorry. Oh dear, I really have to calm down. I'm making poor Mr. Senri think something's wrong with me. I have to act like everything is normal. Normal. I tried very hard to be normal. I really did. But the harder I tried, the more awkward it seemed to get. Every time I looked at Mr. Senri's face, I couldn't help but remember the dream. His words, the moment he said he liked me, the sky we shared as we flew across it with his beautiful wings. But all of that was just a dream. None of it really happened. None of it could really happen, ever. But just the thought of it was enough to leave me feeling confused and awkward. What happened was a dream, but my feelings for Mr. Senri aren't. Those are very real. I thought of the black cat, and what it said to me, that the only words I could speak were those of love, and just like it said, I lost my voice. I couldn't talk to anybody, no matter how hard I tried. The only thing I was able to say was I love you to Mr. Senri. So did those count as words of love? But isn't life different from love? It wasn't that I didn't know anything about love. All the fairy tales I read brought it up in some way or another. The princess and the prince fell in love. That love gave them their happily ever after. But despite all I read about it, I wasn't familiar with real-life love at all. At least I couldn't recall ever feeling it. So what does that mean about my feelings now?
Koharu, could you please hand me the watering can?
Oh, of course. Here you go.
Thank you. What, Yuiga? If you have something to say, don't just stand there leering at me. Hurry up and say it. You said Koharu. Calling her by her name now, eh? You really are starting to get some courage.
My name? Now that I thought about it, Yuiga was correct. Mr. Senri always called everyone by their last names. In fact, the only one he didn't was me.
Well, what am I supposed to call her? She doesn't have a last name.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Senri has to call me by my first name, because I don't have a last one. He isn't doing anything special at all. Silly me. Why would I feel so happy over something that has such a normal explanation? Mr. Senri was right. I really am a simpleton. Though, if I can be allowed one excuse, I'm only simple and airheaded when something involves Mr. Senri. Every little thing he does and says somehow sends my emotions swinging from their highest highs to their lowest lows. When did I get this way? I don't know, but I do think there were signs that it might happen right when we first met. After all, Mr. Senri was so intent on being alone, he purposely made people mad at him. Having spent so much time alone myself, I could just see how much pain he was really in. I didn't realize it at the time, but looking back on it now, I think I just wanted to be helpful to someone. Anyone, really. I hated that I was so useless and naive that I had to ask everybody to explain everything. So what I did wasn't purely for Mr. Senri's sake. I was also being selfish. But now to me, Mr. Senri is... Goodness, what's gotten into me? It's it's Mikoto and Mr. Senri? Wow, you don't often see Mr. Senri talking to other people.
Well, it seems you are finally eating properly, but you certainly have not grown anymore. Well, they haven't been there that long.
Unlike some people, I'm still young. My prime growing years are still ahead of me.
Are you implying that I'm old? That is quite a rude thing to do.
It wasn't an implication. I was just stating facts.
Oh, that is so rude. We're only 2 years apart.
Kagami told me, you know. He said that you used to be a little midget, but now you're all grown up. So I'm sure I'll grow really tall someday. Wow, Mr. Senri is really getting better at talking with everyone. That's a good thing. Now that he isn't afraid to speak to them, everyone will find out just how nice a person he is. And Mr. Senri will be able to learn just how nice and normal and not scary everyone is too. I mean, Mikoto is a super nice girl. This is a good thing. It really is. Everyone is becoming friends. So why? Why do I feel so upset about it? Hello, Mikoto.
Ah, there you are. Your partner was here just a moment ago. I doubt he has gone very far.
I rushed forward and clutched Mikoto in a hug.
What? Koharu, what are you doing?
I'm sorry.
For what? What on earth happened? Did I do something wrong?
No, you didn't do anything. It's all my fault for getting a silly idea in my head. What is this feeling? I don't like it. Especially if it makes me mad and upset at my friends for no reason.
My own feelings are quite the sordid mess, you know.
A mess. Are these feelings I have really just like? I don't know if that fits anymore. Could this be love? No, that can't be right. The love they talk about in fairy tales is much prettier and clearer. I don't feel very nice about it at all. In fact, I think it's making me feel it more selfish. What should I do? Maybe I should just go ahead and tell Mr. Senri about it. No, these are bad, ugly feelings. If I tell him about them, he'll hate me. I probably shouldn't say anything at all. Koharu. Mr. Senri! Oh no, I don't think I can be around him right now. If I am, I'll... Wait. Mr. Senri, are you okay? There, I've caught you. I won't let you go again. Why are you avoiding me? I'm sorry. Apologies aren't what I was hoping to hear from you. You aren't going to answer, are you? How cruel. You were so adamant about prying my door open, but now you won't even look at me. Do you hate me? No, I'd never hate you. Finally, a non-apology answer. Tell me why you're avoiding me, please. Again with the silent treatment. I feel like if I said anything, I would just make you hate me. Hate you? Why would I ever do that? Okay, so I might hate you if you keep standing around not saying anything. I was kidding. Don't look at me like that. Does the idea of me hating you really distress you that badly? Yeah, I would feel really, really, really terrible if you ever hated me. Why? Because I like you. But I still don't understand at all. What don't you understand? What's wrong with you liking me? Because I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Liking someone is supposed to be a good thing. It's supposed to be nice, pleasant. It's not supposed to make someone feel all ugly inside. You feel ugly inside? Yeah, when I saw you talking to other people earlier, it made me feel really ugly inside. I got so worried that you might decide that you like someone better than me. I'm sorry. It really is a good thing that you are talking to everyone now. It really is. But it just makes me think all these ugly, terrible thoughts. Koharu, when I say I like someone, there is only one.
I will never like anyone else. The feelings that are attached to that word are for one person and one person alone.
Oh, but you mustn't do that.
Why not?
Because everyone likes you. They're all worried about how you're doing and want to talk to you. It would be so sad if you didn't like any of them except for one person. Everyone wants you to like them.
Sheesh, you really don't get it, do you? You said that you didn't like it when you saw me speaking with someone else, right?
I'm sorry.
No, I don't want your apologies. This is so hard to put into words. You are my elder, even if it's only by a year.
Right.
Finally!
I will only ever do this for you, no one else. So, think hard about what exactly that means.
Chapter 6.
I really like you, Koharu. A lot. I will only ever do this for you, no one else. So think hard about what exactly that means.
I could still feel his soft touch on my cheek. It had been several days since it happened, and it still hadn't faded. It wasn't a dream that time. He really did say that he liked me. Something he'll only do for me. Feelings he has only for me. Isn't that...
Koharu! Koharu! Pay attention, please!
Oh, right.
Did you even hear a word I said?
Listening to what? Oh, right. I'm still thinking about it.
You're thinking about the meeting.
Meeting?
You so obviously were not listening to a single word. We have a meeting now. Come on.
Okay. Oh dear, this will never do. I have to get a hold of myself.
Honestly, are you going to be okay?
Do you always gulp and duck away when you see someone's face?
I'm sorry. I just... Oh, jeez. I haven't even been able to speak with him properly since then. Just seeing him makes me suddenly feel all nervous inside. Even though I want to talk to him. I really did. I tried several times to go up to him and bring up that conversation again, but for some reason I just couldn't find any words. All I could manage was to watch him from afar. It was his eyes, really. I don't know why, but whenever our eyes met, I fell to pieces. It was like something inside me suddenly popped, and the shock was enough to send me scuttling away before I even knew what I was doing. I'm sure Mr. Senri had to be really annoyed at me for it, but he never said anything. In fact, unlike me, he looked and acted completely normal. But it does kind of seem like our eyes meet a lot more often than they used to. Though, whenever they do, it makes me so embarrassed that I have to look away. And it makes my heart beat so fast and thump so loud that I'm sure other people can hear it. Well, probably not, but still. I have to calm down. And deep breaths.
Is everyone here? Good. We're going to get started right away, so have a seat. Now, about the next town we'll be visiting.
Koharu, the meeting is over. Huh? The meeting is over. Let's go. What? It is? Oh gosh, I hardly noticed. How did it go by so fast?
Is something weighing on your mind?
No, I'm fine.
If you say so. However, in your condition, there is no way we can take you into town.
We're going to town?
This is what I was talking about. We were just finishing a meeting discussing this very thing. The town's in what's supposed to be a disputed zone. Yuiga and Toya told us we have to be careful.
Disputed zone?
An area that is being fought over by people. It seems pretty surreal, right? We have never had much to do with actual conflict. But apparently skirmishes are starting to flare up in multiple places. They are small at the moment, but they are growing in number.
What's a skirmish? Does it mean people are arguing over something? Why would anyone ever decide to fight? That's terrible.
I have only read snippets in the newspapers, so I cannot say with authority, but there appear to be several different reasons.
Mikoto began explaining to me what was happening carefully so that I could understand. There had been peace for a long, long time, thanks to the world's guidance. No country ever thought about defying the world. But now some countries had become so big and so strong, people started calling them world powers. According to the newspaper, there was concern they might start a really big fight involving lots of innocent people, something they called a world war. Apparently, Mikoto had been buying newspapers when we went to town. That's how she knew this. I had no idea any of that was happening. We don't get newspapers regularly on the ship, and there aren't any adults around. We don't go into town often either. No, that's just an excuse. Mikoto was able to learn all this, so that means I had the chance to do it too if I just tried. My whole life, lonely as it was, had been happy and peaceful. Wars existed only in storybooks. The ship did get attacked right after I came here, but there hadn't been anything since. It's almost like there never even was a traitor. All of us have really been living happy and free this whole... Wait, free? Are we really? I stopped mulling over the words I just thought. Yes, I had been happy. Yes, I lived somewhere where wars and fights never happen. But could I say my life was really free? Does going on a journey somebody else told me to take to a destination that somebody else picked really count as free? It feels like there's something missing. Something really important. Wait, what was I thinking about? I can't quite remember. Mikoto and Nanami were talking about the meeting, and now we're going into a disputed zone, but that was it, right? I think so. Goodness, I can't let myself keep daydreaming like this. I have to pay more attention.
What was that flash about? As the saying goes, it is better to be safe than sorry. I think you both ought to remain on board the ship. My team has errand duties that day. I have to go. Just tell the men to handle it. I'll be fine. The town is safe on the fringe of the zone. Besides, you intend on going yourself, don't you? Well, yes. I am curious about the cause of the conflict. I want to know why they felt they had no choice but to resort to fighting. As they say, curiosity killed the cat. I am no cat, nor is my curiosity of the mere idle variety. I think I need to reassure myself.
Oh?
Yes, I need to know that, even should the cause of the dispute be something horribly petty, it is still something that can be quickly and easily settled once cooler heads prevail. That is all. Have I made myself clear, Koharu? Spend today resting. You need to collect yourself.
Okay. I wonder what Mr. Senri is going to do. Is he going to stay on the ship too? No, I can't go meet him. If I did, I just know I'll remember what happened all over again. Oh, but I can't keep avoiding him like this either, can I? That would be rude and mean. What am I going to do? Mikoto, I think I want to come along with you too.
That is out of the question. I will not take along someone who is so out of it she nearly drowned her rice in soy sauce this morning.
Okay. Mikoto is right. If I went like I am now, all I do is cause everybody trouble.
Don't worry, I'll buy lots of souvenirs.
Really? Thank you. Souvenirs? Oh wait, that reminds me. The door hinges. Nanami, Mikoto, could you please buy some door hinges when you go?
Hinges? Is there a door hanging improperly somewhere? You're talking about Ichinose's door, right?
Yes, it's his outside door. Mr. Akito was right. We fixed the old hinges, but they aren't completely fixed. We need to get new ones. The right. Mr. Senri said his door squeaks really loudly when he opens it now.
If that's the case, I don't think we'll need to do that. Correct. Senri is going into town as well.
Huh? He is?
Yeah, Otomaru is having some kind of party. He's dragging all the guys along, even Ichinose.
Mr. Senri is going outside?
It is surprising, no? I think this may be the first time he's ever gone into town with us. He really has changed quite a bit. Perhaps it is your good influence on him.
Me? But I haven't done anything.
Yes, you have. And he seems quite happy about it, too.
Huh?
Now that I think about it, you'll be the only one left on board. Everyone else is going into town.
That's okay. I'll be fine all by myself. I'll stay and wait for you all to come back. Mikoto.
I do not feel that you are always irresponsible, but once you are out of it, you are far further out of it than anyone else. We will return as quickly as we possibly can. Be good and wait for us, all right?
Mr. Senri is actually going into town. That's so amazing. Nanami said all the boys are going, so that means Suzuhara must be going too. That sounds like it would be so much fun. Oh! Before, it was so hard to watch Mr. Senri be friendly and talk with other people. It was almost painful. But now it doesn't seem all that bad at all. Why is that, I wonder? A few days ago when I saw Mr. Senri talking with Mikoto, it made me feel all bad and ugly inside. My chest had gotten all tight, and my heart fluttered, kind of like now, but it was different. I think that it was jealousy. It was a dirty, nasty feeling. Not pretty and nice at all. I didn't want any other girl getting close to Mr. Senri at all. Maybe it felt different because he was going out with all the boys instead? That might be it, but somehow that doesn't feel like that's all it is either.
Is she going to get attacked while she's by herself?
Oh jeez, why must that always pop back up in my mind every time? I think I need to talk to Mr. Senri, even if it means I'm just going to get all nervous and keep thinking about that over and over. His lips on my cheek, it wasn't a bad feeling at all. It made me feel really happy because I could sense how much he cared. Huh? Who is that? Maybe Mikoto or someone forgot something and they had to come back. Mr. Senri! My heart thumped once hard. I almost jumped straight up out of shock too, but I barely managed to stop myself in time. Just when I thought I wanted to talk to him too, he has to hear my heartbeat. It's so loud. Well, okay, I always want to talk to Mr. Senri, so pretty much any time he came to visit would be just when I thought about talking to him. But now that he's here, I really ought to get myself together and speak properly. Otherwise, Mikoto and Nanami would laugh at me. I took a deep breath and put what I thought was a pleasant smile on my face. Hi, Mr. Senri. I heard that you and the other boys are all going to go into town to have a party. I hope you have lots of fun.
Huh? I thought you said you got upset when you saw me talking with other people.
Oh, that... Well, I didn't mind this time because he wasn't going with any of the girls. He was only going with the boys. That was the first answer I'd found. But seeing him now, I think I just found another answer. When he kissed me on the cheek, he was showing me his feelings. Feelings that I knew were only for me alone. I have to trust what he was telling me. Sitting here and being jealous would be rude of me. I'm okay now. I've had a chance to get all my feelings sorted out.
I hear you aren't going with everyone else. Aren't you feeling well?
No, I'm fine. I'm not sick at all. It's just, I've been getting lost in thought a lot, and,
Well, if you aren't going, I'm not going to go either. At least, that's what I was intending to say, but since you seem to want me to go have fun, I guess I have no choice but to go.
Oh, okay. And don't forget the hinges.
I won't. Really, why are you okay with me talking to other people now?
Well,
Because I'm secure now.
because I feel secure now, I think.
Secure?
Yeah, because you, kissed me. It made me feel all nervous and fluttery inside. Really, it did, but when you said that you'd only do it for me. So, that made me feel better, and, I'm not really explaining this well.
Well, aren't you
Aren't I what?
going to express your feelings for me? I want to feel what you said you felt.
Right.
Right what? Are you going to tell me or aren't you? Or are you going to tell me later?
Not yet, I think.
Alright. Well, this was strangely disappointing.
Really? Why?
Because it felt so good to have you be jealous over me.
What? But that's not nice.
What? Haven't you figured it out yet? I may not be as twisted as Yuiga is, but I'm no saint either. I should be going. See you.
Okay, be sure not to follow strangers and to stay away from dangerous-looking people. Stick close to Yuiga and don't get lost.
You know that what you said is contradictory, right? If I'm to stay away from dangerous people, then Yuiga is the last person I should go with.
Yeah, stay with Akito.
Also, please stop treating me like a child.
Mr. Senri. Okay, I'm sorry. Be careful and have fun.
I will. See you later.
I already know what my feelings for him are. I want to tell him that I feel the same for him that he feels for me, but...
Considering the damage done, I would say the traitor is likely connected to our attacker or has offensive powers. It's a monster! Everybody run!
Mr. Senri says that he likes me, but will he still once he finds out what my powers are? I still need a little more courage. Mr. Masamune said a walk helps when you're thinking about things. Maybe I'll take a walk around the ship. No, don't do it. Something smells funny. I wonder what it is. It's really pungent. It's almost like it's stabbing me in the nose. I've never smelled anything like it before.
What? There's desert on the ship?
It doesn't look like there's much here. But it doesn't seem like a very nice place. Maybe I should go back to the ship. I hear footsteps. Who could it be? Oh!
At last we meet again.
I knew that voice. I recognized that face. Shocked, I swallowed once hard. Mr. Traveler!
It's been a long time, Koharu.
It was the Traveler. Long ago, when I had to live in the hills all by myself, he would come by and visit, helping me with all kinds of stuff. He was smart and nice, and knew about everything. He quickly became a sort of father figure to me. He even gave me this uniform all those years ago. He's done so much for me. Mr. Traveler, I never thought I would see you here of all places.
Nor I. Have you been well?
Yes.
Good. You've grown quite a bit in a year. No, 2 years is it, since I last saw you.
Really? I'm glad. Oh, Mr. Traveler, I read through each and every one of the books you lent to me.
I see. Good girl. I'd seen the Norn touch down in the distance, and thought there might be a chance, but I must say I didn't actually expect to find you.
The Norn?
Yes, the Norn. That is the name of this ship. It is the name of a goddess from Old Norse mythology. It's fitting, given that the ship carries the past, present, and future aboard it.
I didn't understand that at all. Mr. Traveler always talks about confusing things. Were you visiting this area, Mr. Traveler?
Yes, how are things for you? Are you enjoying life aboard the Norn? Made any friends?
Yes, it happened just like you said it would. In the spring of the year I turned 17. Well, it was late spring, but the ship really came for me.
I see, that's good. I was concerned for you, you know. You had so little experience dealing with other people. I wasn't certain how you would handle it.
Yeah, there was so much I had to learn, but everyone is super nice, and they're happy to answer all the questions I ask. I wish I could introduce you to them, but no one is here right now.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, everybody went into town for one reason or another.
I see. Why didn't you go along with them?
I was asked to watch over the ship.
Ah, and that was for the best, I'm sure. It is a very long walk to town from here, after all. It would have been tough for you to make it.
Really, it is?
Yes, in fact, it's so far to town that no one there would have any idea what was happening on the ship, and vice versa.
Oh, then I guess everyone will be heading back awfully late this evening.
How are your powers? Have you spoken to any of the other espers about them?
No, not yet. It's hard to bring them up. A part of me is scared they'll hate me if I do.
I wouldn't be surprised. Your powers are far greater than any of theirs. Not only that, you are exceptionally skilled with their use. You should be proud of yourself. Oh, still uncomfortable having them praised.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh well, the fact that you do not let your powers go to your head is one of your strong points. How long will the ship be staying here?
That's right. I wasn't paying attention during the meeting. I don't know the answer.
I see. Well, I hope we will get the chance to see each other again soon.
Me too. Oh, by the way, when I first got on the ship, everybody was really surprised. They said this uniform was from the world, and they wanted to know how I'd gotten it before I got on board. You already knew what the ship's name is, Mr. Traveler. Do you also happen to know the world?
You could say that, yes. I built it.
You built the world? The world was supposed to be the will of the many-made one. How could someone build that? I opened my mouth to ask the traveler what he meant by that, but he was nowhere to be seen. Oh dear, he's gone. I guess I'll have to try and remember to ask him next time I see him.
Wow, he must be really, really old then. Okay, we're gonna have to stop this video here and make this decision in the next episode. So I hope to see you there or some of my other videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. They're really signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.